Hi friends, welcome to codewithsugi YouTube channel. So in the previous video, we have discussed about literals. Specifically, we have discussed about integer and floating point literals. So in this video, we are going to discuss about two more literals, okay, which is available in Java. So that literals are character and string literals. So already we have discussed about literals, right? So anyway, I will just explain you here itself. So literals means it's an value, okay? Say for example, we have different type of values which we will use for data computation, right? So the values will be integer, okay, or floating point value, or character, or string. So the integer value may be decimal or hexadecimal or octal or binary, right? The floating point value will be float or double. So these things we already discussed, right? So we have to discuss about character and string. We all know by default value of character will be Unicode value, that is /U000. So this is a one type of character literal. Okay. The same way, by default string or any other object will have a default value of null. Right. So these things we already discussed. The character will take Unicode values, right? Okay. And the Unicode value range will start from 00 to /U 4Fs. Okay. That is 0 to 65,535. These things we already discussed. Okay. So from that, we all know these are all the values which we going to use for character. Okay, there are few more literals which is available for character is, say for example, /t, okay, and then /n, okay, and then /b, okay, and then /double quotes, and then /single quotes, and then backslash. Okay, the double slash means backslash. This slash will be used for escape sequence. Okay, fine. So these are all the few more literal values which is available for characters. So this t will give you tab space. Okay, this n means new line character. This is backspace. Okay, and we all know this is double quote, and /single quotes means single quote. This is for backslash. So these are all the literals which we going to use for character. So if you take the string literals, so the default value we have already discussed, it's a null. Fine. So this null will be applied for string or any other objects. Okay, we already discussed in the previous video about this any other object also. So here I want to discuss one more thing. Okay, that is why we are calling string as a non-primitive data type. Already in the previous video we discussed, but I think this is the right time to explain with the Java technical terms. Then you can easily understand it. Fine. We have two types of data type in Java. One is primitive, another one is non-primitive data type. Okay. The primitive will be byte, short, integer, long, float, double, character, boolean. Okay, the non-primitive string. So normally we used to say Java is an object-oriented programming language, right? So even though Java is an object-oriented programming language, you cannot create object for few things in Java. So the main thing is data type. Okay, because these data types are special types which comes with the language, and you cannot create object for that. So that's the reason we used to say these data types are primitive data types. So now you may have a question like, string is a non-primitive data type, then whether it will allow you to create object or not. Okay, so that is the question which we have, right? So we will discuss about this. For example, if you are assigning any value or if you are creating any data as a string type, say for example string name equal to good. Okay, let's we consider we are creating a string like this. Then internally what will happen? Okay, there is a different memory area which is available for string. Those things we will discuss when we discuss about string. Okay, so now just keep in mind, so there is a different memory area which is available for string, that is called as string pool. Whenever you are creating a data with string, then that will get stored into this string pool only. So now I don't want to discuss these things. We will discuss all those things whenever we discuss about string. Okay, fine. Just keep that in mind. Like, we have a different memory area to manage all those things. Okay. So whenever you create string, okay, then in turn it will do like new string. Okay, then that value. In turn, JVM will consider a string like an object only. Then it will assign the value to this name. So this is the thing which will happen whenever you create a data using a string. Now we will get into Eclipse, okay, and we will see whether the string is an object or not. And moreover, we will see whether the primitive data types are treated as an object or not. Because we already discussed, right, these are all special types and it's all comes with the language, so you cannot create object for this primitive data types. This is what we have discussed, but we will get into Eclipse and we will see whether the statement is correct or not. Okay, already we have a data type literals project. Okay, so I'm going to take that same project, okay, and I'm going to create a new class. Okay, I'm just copying this literals test and then I'm pasting it, and I'm going to say like character and string literals test. Okay, so already whatever we have discussed in literals, all the data is available here. Okay, just I'm going to run this. Okay, everything is fine, right? To create a char literals, what we will do, char, we can say char literals, and I am going to say yeah. Okay, the same way char literals equal to, you have discussed, right? We have a t to give the tab. Then I'm going to take some string literals. For example, I'm going to say string literals equal to, that needs to be specified in double quotes. So I'm saying good. Fine. To differentiate this, I'm just going to have a star like this. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to print this out. Then we have an object test dot char literal. Then this out. I'm going to say test dot char literals tab. Just I'm going to run this now. Let's we see. Capital A is printed. Okay, the tab will give you 4 spaces, right? So now I'm going to click on the next line. Now you could see the cursor is starting after the 4th space. Okay, see, that's why we are having some empty spaces here. Okay, so for example, if you try to check for double quotes, then you can say char literals underscore double equal to single quotes. For double quotes we have to specify slash double quotes, right? If you print it here, test dot, if you run this, you will get a double quotes as expected. That's all with the character literals. Okay, the last one which I want to discuss is string. I'm going to say this out. Okay, test dot string literals. Now I'm going to print that. We will see. Okay, it's good. Fine. Just I will maximize it. Okay. So we already discussed, right? We cannot create object for the primitive data type, but we can create object for the non-primitive data type, that is string. For verification purpose, I'm going to say test dot. We can say decimal or whatever literal you want. You can take. I will take decimal. Okay, it's obviously it's an integer type. Okay, decimal literal. Then if I put dot and then do control space, then there is no default proposals. Okay, that means this is not an object. So that's the reason you are not even getting the object class methods. Okay, because we know, right, whatever class you are creating in Java, by default it will get extended with object class. And if it is an object, then obviously it will have some state and behavior, right? So for example, if integer is an object, then obviously it will have its own methods and members, right? But there is no such methods and members. So it's clearly proven that whenever you are creating a data with a primitive data type, then that will not be treated as an object. Okay, because these are all special types to Java language. The same way, I'm going to take this test dot string literals, then I'm going to say dot, and now you can easily understand that, right? Because whenever I say string literals dot, by default I'm getting so many methods to use, and at the end of all the available methods, okay, we are having the methods from object class also. This notify and notify all, see here, this is coming from object class. Okay, and this is coming from string class. Okay, so it's proven that whatever data you are creating as a string, by default, it's get created as an object only. I think now it's clearly proven that Java will treat the string as a class. Whenever you are creating a data type with string, then it will get considered as an object only. Okay, fine. So to prove that, test dot string literals. Okay, now I'm going to say dot, then we have caret, right? Just go to this string literals. Okay, just go to this caret, open declaration. See where it's going, this caret, it's coming into the string class. Okay, the string class where it is available, it is available in the java dot lang dot string. Okay, so it's proven that string will be considered as a class only. Okay, I hope now you have some good idea about what is mean by data type, how we need to choose the data type based on our values, how internally the decimal value or whatever value you are giving, it's getting converted to a binary, and if it is a floating point number, what is the technique they are using, and what is the default values which we have for a data type, then what is mean by literals, what are all the different literals we have, how to work with the literals. So all those things we have discussed clearly. Still, if you guys have any doubts in this data type, then please post your comments in the comment box, so that we will try to have a look and we will try to revert back as soon as possible. Thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Keep supporting us. Thank you.